Hello, YouTubers and all those out there to watch. I'm going to read this article to you guys, and then I'm going to go over what I think of it. So, alright. A 19-year-old Utah man was arrested last week for wrecking his stepfather's motorcycle following a Xbox-related outburst. According or reported by St. George News, Alec Young's stepfather returned home to find his son playing video games. He asked him to stop and gave him some time to do so, then went to go get the mail. Then he returned. Alec was still playing the said video game. So then he turned off the console himself. Then things took a turn for the worst. According to the police account of the incident, Young began to screaming at his stepfather, and threw two separate remotes at him. The stepfather then left the house, went across the street to call the police. At the same time, Young came outside and began to strike his stepfather's 2009 custom Harley-Davidson FLF with a knife, according to the report, which estimated the value of the bike as $40,000. The report goes on to explain that Young then got into his 2000 Nissan Maxima, backed out of the driveway, and proceeded to drive into the motorcycle, all the way up into the wall of the garage. The motorcycle sustained damage everywhere. The police report then states the bike had front forks, fender, frame, and gas tank are all bent, totaling over $25,000 in damages, it said. Okay, so the rest of this, of course, is speculating and, of course, stating that the boy also has mental issues, having some sort of Class B demeanors and second-degree felonies and brought into this as well. So, he did not take his doses of anti-anxiety as well as antidepressant medications, so of course this explains his behavior, besides this point. Then, of course, his bail was set at $13,110. Boy, does his mother have to fork out some money. But that's quite a bit of money, especially for this kind of damage. But hey, at the same time, was his behavior been able to be sustained? Well, at this case, I don't think so, because of the fact that he's on medication, but of course he did commit a crime, so therefore he's in jail, so therefore you can't really do too much there besides the said property damage. So, I think that the stepfather was in the right. He told the kid, hey, cut the music off, or in this case, cut the game off. We'll go do something. I don't know why he told him to cut the game off, probably because he was not supposed to play it for too long. I don't know what exactly the details or the metaphor of how this guy runs the household, but hey, he said kill the game, you kill the game. The guy gave you a fair amount of time. I don't think that was that bad. So, with that bared in mind, what do you guys think of this story? I think, personally, it has some funny moments. Why? Because, well, who the hell goes to that extreme to crush a fucking bike? I mean, just to turn off a fucking game console that you can easily turn right back on. I mean, again, I understand why he did this. I'm not saying that him being, how he is, it takes any grade away from what he's done. But anyway, I digress. What do you think? Touch my nipples. I'll see you later.